This season dropping like flies, man. Couples
Dropping
just
and
drop
as
like flies.
I he comes in with the
Aye.
it's just coffee in here, I swear. I'm not trying to get all Love is Blind Denver. From movies to video games, welcome to Marie Plays It All. Today's episode is another Love is Blind episode with George. And we're covering episodes 10 and 11. And it's getting real. So
Get real,
episode
real.
10, it's getting real in here. Episode 10 starts off where the get together at the rodeo bar left off, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. So people are a little bit inebriated, of course, because that's
yeah.
the name of the game on Love is Blind season 9. We begin the episode with Annie and Nick. And of course, Annie is so drunk and she's being unbearable. George,
Yeah, yeah.
start us off. I like getting your feelings first and then I'll come in
Oh,
with mine.
first off, like when they kissed each other, it felt like the most awkward kiss.
Yeah.
It didn't feel right, and maybe
Hmm.
it's because like you said, she's drunk.
Hmm.
And I think he's feeling that she's drunk, and he's just like, it's almost like his spider sense was tingling, and he's just like, man, I don't know where this kiss is gonna lead.
Yeah.
Like I felt like he knew something was gonna happen, and so he was just already worrying. But she's like, more kiss, more. And he's just like, all right. But I was like, so weird right now, and it's another moment where it's like, damn, you got me siding with Nick again.
Yep.
Because she's
Yep.
just like brings up the whole thing all over again of like, I feel like you're not there for me, or like you're not loving me as much as I love you. And I love that he brought up a great point where he's just like, I gave you like 5+ hours of my day to help you build your shop. It's
Hmm.
like I was helping you. Like that's like if that's not showing that I'm there for you, he's like, then what's love? I don't know what love is then if that's not it. And it's just like, yeah, preach, brother. Like, that is totally it. It's like, what is it? Acts of service, right? That
Yes.
people want from each other. But especially I feel like
Hmm.
for men, like when we show our love for you, it's definitely hardcore through that. Like a manly man kind of thing. It's like, I will build you something, I will build you your room, or I will build you this table. Like just perfect example is the timing of this is great. Like when you messaged me, I was building shelves in my garage right now. So that way we can have more space to put our things and organize our things. What kind of things? Jen loves her Christmas decorations. So now she can have a nice dedicated spot for her Christmas decorations and her plant area things and other things like that's what we do to show our appreciation for you and to show that we love. And so like when he did that, I was like, there you go, like he's showing it right there. And if it's fake, then he just faked 5 hours with a smile, man.
How do you want him to show it?
Because she don't know.
What
She don't know.
she doesn't know, and it's like, how do you want him to say it? He's saying it. He's seems to be showing it. It's just clearly this is like a internal thing for her.
I question it's like, is there something we're not seeing on camera? Did something happen? Like, did she lose somebody? Did something happen to her that was tragic and traumatic during this process, and he's just not showing up? He's not being attentive to those things. Did I also question, did she have a troubled past? Did she have like such traumatizing relationships that, she's projecting that onto him?
Yes, well, yes.
Because he looks like he's showing up on camera, at least. For me, I feel like she's just being super clingy, which is crazy because clinginess doesn't usually bother me, but I'm seeing it's like, ooh, that's okay. You're coming on strong. It's just like if you really, really love him, then you got to back off. It's like he's showing you in the way he can. Now you got to show him in a way that doesn't push him away.
Yeah, and like clingy's the word, but it's also like she's just being kind of delusional almost in a
Yeah,
way where
yeah,
it's
that too.
like
Yeah,
and it's the same thing every time she drinks. So I think yes, she probably has some deep-rooted stuff from past relationships, abandonment issues, obviously, and when she drinks, that comes to the surface and she gets
yeah,
paranoid. But let me tell you, it's just you know she knows this happens. So maybe don't drink as much or maybe try your damnedest when you're drunk to not be so, uh, because it's not even needy. She's not expressing a need, really. She's
Yeah.
just talking in circles about how he just doesn't show it, and she can't say how he can. Like, it just doesn't make sense. I almost couldn't watch it. It was so embarrassing.
Yeah, it's honestly no, it is. It's like it's the inadequacies that maybe she's having in the
Of course.
relationship because at the same time, like they haven't shown us any scenes of her putting in the amount of care that he's showing.
Yeah.
For instance, with him helping her build her workplace. What has
Hmm.
she done in some facet that would be equal to that? We haven't really seen it. I'm not saying that hasn't happened, but since we haven't
Hmm.
seen it happen and then how she's acting, we have to like come to our own results of like, all right, well then maybe since she's not putting in the way he's putting in, she's got to project in a way make him feel like, oh, you're not doing enough, even though she's not doing enough
Yeah.
to make herself feel better.
Could be that because we don't know where else it could be coming from. So it's got to be
Yeah,
something internal and insecurity coming out, right?
yeah. So in turn, like I'm on his side. Like I until they show me
Yeah.
other things, I'm with him and I get like everything that he does moving forward. It's just like, yeah, I'm surprised you stayed this long.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, I agree with that. We'll get to that because that's going to be the next day. But right now, people are still drunk. And they're still because we go to Allie and Anton, and Allie seems a little bit drunk, and they're
Yeah.
having a bit of an argument about how much Anton drinks. But at the same time, it's like you can't tell Anton even drinks. Like he's not turning into a different person. He's just handling it. Sure, maybe he does drink a lot, maybe whatever. But Allie is being kind of, I feel like she's being too hard on him in this moment because
Hmm.
she's getting upset because Patrick came into the apartment. I didn't understand any of that. Because she's like, you had drinks with Patrick? He's like, yeah, well he came in. I didn't know he came into the apartment. Why can't his friend come into the apartment and then them have a couple drinks before they go to that bar? I didn't understand her anger about his friend coming over and them having a couple drinks. I don't know the issue, and also this whole time he's not getting defensive, and he's saying to her, "I want you to tell me what you want of me. What do you want me to do? Like, do you want me to stop drinking? Do you want me to do this? If you want me to stop, I'll do it. I'll show you I'm not an alcoholic." And then
Yeah.
he's like, "What do you want me to tell me? What you want me to do?" And she said, "No."
Yeah, it's like you're an adult. Like I'm not gonna like parent you. It's like you can't tell him you don't like something he does and then don't come with a solution. And
Well, also you are parenting him because you're telling him how often he's allowed to drink, how he's not allowed to have friends over. I that is kind of parenting him.
yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely another argument that annoyed me. And I can't even call it an argument because he had no malice in his tone and his words
No.
towards her. Like he's taken everything in. And like you said, like if he is drinking a lot, we would never know.
No.
Because he seems the way he seemed in the pods is the way he seems now. Like nothing has
Yeah.
changed for him. If anything, she's changed since going forward a bit, you
Yeah.
know?
Hmm.
And I love that he brought up things. He's just like, all right, so if that bothers you. It's like, you do things. It's like, you got the with talking about the money and the Botox, all that kind of stuff. Or not even the Botox, the not cleaning, the fact that she doesn't clean up
Yes.
after herself. It's like, so F
Yeah.
the thing that costs money, like lots of money,
Yeah.
just tidiness. It's like, you want to talk about stuff in the house? It's like he didn't say it in this demeanor, but how I felt is like, let's talk about stuff in the house. All right. Like you don't clean up yourself. You want to talk about being an adult? You know? It's like
Yeah.
you are so irresponsible. It's like, okay, you're going to school and you work. Sure. He also works a long day. Should he have to clean up after her? Like, be like, what do you do when you live on your own? Oh, wait, you don't. You live with your mom and she cleans up after you. It's like, have some responsibility, have some like self-respect for yourself, and for others, because like that's disrespectful to other
Hmm.
people's time. It's like you're not a child. Why can't you clean? Cleaning is low effort, in my opinion. And especially if like it's not like you're making a pigsty. Just pick up your clothes, put it in a hamper,
Yeah.
do a wash. Like, if anything, like I could be very forgiving and like at least you put your stuff in the hamper. I'll take care of the wash.
Hmm.
But don't leave your shit everywhere. Don't leave dirty dishes everywhere. Like what are you doing here? So it's like but he brought that up, and even how he brought it up is still so respectable. And he's like, and I never complain about it. I never say a word. I just let it be. That's like, it's like I proposed to you and accepted you for everything that you are. It's like, so that's the
Mhm.
good and the bad. Pretty much saying it's like you can't take this. It's like I'm not even a different person. It's like I'm having a few drinks. Whatever. It's
Yeah,
like he
and the
works
same
hard. He
guy.
deserves his drinks. He just
Yeah, and he's not being abusive, he's not being obnoxious, he's not being abrasive, he's not being anything. But like, but then when he says, so you just come home and you eat and you don't clean up after yourself, she goes, "Yep, that's right. Yep, that's it."
and that's
Like,
and that's okay.
yeah, but like that's kind of like, oh, I'm sorry, like, does that bother you? Maybe I should clean up more. Like, it's our space now. It's not just my space. No, there's
Right.
no compromise coming from her side. She's like,
Nope.
nope, that's who I am. That's how I am. Yep. And you're just kind of spoiled bratty, It's a little bratty.
Yeah. And what sucks there is because and I'm not trying to defend her in any way because that's like I said, this annoyed the crap out of me.
Hmm.
But I can see her argument being like my being messy and untidy is not deathly. It doesn't hurt anybody. While if you drink too much, it hurts yourself, it can hurt others. I can see
Hmm.
that being the argument, because there is a bad road at the end of that if you do drink too much.
Hmm.
We've all seen it somewhere with families and friends and stuff. So it's like I get where she's coming from. It's like it's like I don't understand, but there's a more tasteful, tactful way of going about it where she can just be like, "Hey, I notice you drink a lot more than I would expect. You've been good. Nothing's like your personality's been awesome. It just worries me a bit to see someone consume so much alcohol in the time that it's been consumed. That's all. I mean, it's just something I took note of and I was surprised. But like, I'm not trying to come down on you. Like if she came with that kind of approach, I think he could
Hmm.
have even received it even better. We'd be like, oh shit, I didn't even notice. Like, I'll be more mindful about it. But she's just attacking
Yeah.
him like he does something bad. It's
Yeah.
like he's been pretty nice to you. There's lots of things
Yeah.
he never tells you no about. I would have said no to you a long time ago with many things you said.
Yeah. And yeah, it's the thing, she wasn't coming from like a place of concern or care or compassion. It was just coming from this like it was more like selfish, like, well, I didn't get any and you drank it all. And I didn't have any. It's like you drank all the stuff without, I guess she didn't get enough, or I don't know. But it's
Yeah,
like if it was coming up from, yeah, from a place where it's like, I just want to make sure it's not a problem and I care about you and your health, then maybe it'd be different. But these
yeah,
people don't know how to communicate at all. Okay, so after them, we go to KB and Edmund, and we're reeling on the fact that Edmund said that whole, "Oh, I wish I heard I that I was perfect" thing, and KB blowing up at him at the party. Okay,
yeah.
yeah, and KB is, damn, this girl knows how to.
She's my MVP. She's
Yeah, she every time she talks, I'm like, how do you know exactly what to say? Like, she's just the way she's saying things. I'm like, damn, yeah, you just mic drop every time, I guess. Like,
Mhm.
my note is, wow, KB talking is fire in all capitals. And Edmund still can't believe what he did wrong, and he isn't apologizing for the right things. And he keeps saying, like, I want to hear nice things too. It's like, yeah, but you gotta give people a reason to say nice things to you, dude. Like, we're not seeing things like off camera. Like, I don't know what she says or what she doesn't say off camera, but at the same time, it's like you can't just expect someone to be fawning over you and praising you constantly if you don't deserve it. Like, if you're not earning it, like if you're not,
Yeah.
you know? And yeah, so
Just
how
like
did you
how
feel
later
about
on
them?
he says like I
Mhm.
can't apologize for something that I don't feel sorry for.
Yeah.
And it's just like same thing. It's the same
Yep.
same. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that scene actually it shed a lot more light onto like their relationship and what happens when the camera's not on them.
Yeah.
Because she explained her day. And when she said what her day looked like, I was just like, "Oh, Edmund, like you sucked, bro." Like,
Yeah.
like she describes the fact that she was, she's at work or whatever. She's running
Hmm.
errands, doing whatever stuff. She is busy. She gives him a quick call because he's doing nothing. He has nothing prepared for his day except for maybe a haircut. That is it. And he had
Hmm.
so much time. She's like, "Hey, could you go pick up some stuff for our costumes or whatever things so we can be ready for the Western party tonight?" All she wanted to do is go like, to a Ross, pick up some belts and hats, quick in and out, boom, done. He's like, "Nah, I can't do that. I just can't." And that was it. As I, this is how she describes, and he doesn't deny that that's what happened. So that means we have to take that at face value. That's what happened. He couldn't help her out, and she's like, "That hurt when you couldn't be there for me." It's like I'm over here reaching out to you because I need you, and instead you blew me off. And so now I'm all worried, filled with anxiety for the whole day. And I had to go over this place, pick up the things for us, get home with 30 minutes left. I haven't eaten all day, which that's another thing. He knew she hadn't eaten. Does he have food prepared for her at home? No.
No?
Like these are things she didn't bring it up, but I thought it. It's like,
Yeah.
you've been at home the whole time. All you did was get a haircut and you couldn't help her out with anything. You couldn't give her some food. It's like, forget those rollerblades you got her. Forget the freaking sneakers. All this, like that means nothing. All right. Those are just trinkets. You couldn't be there for her when she needed you. All right. When we get off this phone call, I'm gonna freaking have a meal ready for Jen when she gets home because I know she's working hard all day. You
Hmm.
know, it's like we gotta be there for each other where we can. It's like that's where I know I can help out right now because I'm at home right now. I get to work at home. So if he has that same kind of flexibility, fucking show up, bro. KB had every right to be pissed off. So now it made
Yep.
way more sense by the time we get to the bar why she seemed even more upset than she probably should have been for what happened there. Because that seemed like you could have just brushed it off, in all fairness. It's just like, all right, he's just being stupid. But it's like, oh no, no, that felt really like she's been angry. And that was pent
Oh,
up. It's
yeah.
like, okay, that explains it. She was angry the whole freaking time. And this guy on camera makes it seem like nothing happened. Like everything's been hunky dory. And it's like, yeah, I'd be freaking pissed off too. What the hell?
He's very much like the child and she's like the mother. And
Yeah.
it's like he seems emotionally eons behind her. You know what I mean? Like just that on that level. And her exploding, it's like she was just like, give me a reason. Like give me one reason to explode on you because you can't do anything to help me or us out. You're not a team at that point at all. You're
Yeah.
just not a team. And there's no respect there. That's a major respect thing where it's like she actually asked him for help and he said, nah. Even that. It wasn't like, oh, you know what? I didn't know that you needed help. I didn't know that you wanted me to do this. She told asked him and he said no. And yeah, and also how can you not put two and two together? Like, oh, she's hungry, she was working all day. Like maybe I should do something. It's just there's
And
something
that's a
missing.
small ask too. That's a very
Very, yeah,
small ask. What is he gonna
yeah,
do when there's a big ask? When
yeah.
the real shit hits the fan? It's like, what do you're not gonna be dependable. That's what that
No,
means. You
what if they
know?
have kids?
Yeah.
Then what? She's gonna have to do everything for that baby? Everything?
It'll be that stereotype where like the wife that's just like, oh, at home I got three kids, because I got to count the husband. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what's going to be for her.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that whole thing, man, I was just like on KB's side so hard. I always have been, like from the
Yeah,
get-go. Even though when you can understand how Edmund is the way he is. We had a comment on one of our last episodes where that the girl said you can't, there are no two sides to this conversation. It's like, no, no, no. We're not saying he's right. But you can see why he is the way he is because of the way he was raised and stuff like that. So you can understand why his emotional maturity would be stunted. That's what I'm saying. When you can see someone's side, doesn't mean you agree with them. But
yeah,
more and more this goes on, it's like, KB, there is no other side.
yeah.
It's KB.
It's he makes his situation worse and worse, honestly.
Yeah.
He started off as someone in that first episode who was just so endearing and cute, and it's just
Yes.
like, oh, look at this guy. I want to root for him. But now it's just like, oh, look at this guy. He he needs another decade or two to fully develop.
Yeah, to fully developed and mature. Yeah, it's absolutely true. Okay, so that was the night. That was the night. Then we get
Yeah.
into the next day, and I don't. We have Joe meeting Madison's family, and I don't have much to say about that. It was just whatever. But if you have some notes, I like to hear. But the first thing I noticed was they open up with Joe asking, "Do I have something in my nose?" And
Yeah.
it's funny to me because there's all these memes and everything on Instagram about joking about how Joe does cocaine. So there's
Mm.
tons of that. So when they opened up on that, I was like, was this planned? Like I don't know how the editing would be
Huh.
planned like this, but it made me think like it was edited too perfectly and shown in the episode where I'm like, they're hinting at the coke thing. They gotta be. But did you have any thoughts about that
Huh.
meeting?
My only note was Joe and Madison. He meets her parents. good because
Yeah.
it was questionable. First
Mhm.
off, I thought it was the sister. Oh my God, what a ball of energy! Like,
Yeah.
like she
A
was all
lot.
on board. Like, yeah, you're getting married. You're my brother-in-law. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that the I don't think we really get to see like sibling in-laws. We got to see her brother-in-law there. And
Mhm.
that dude just being fucking like insightful as hell and just say like explain
Mhm.
like this is what marriage is, man. Prepare yourself. It's like it's not just one jump, you're jumping all the time, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
But like his demeanor through the whole thing, like he felt uncomfortable. And granted, it's reasonable. Meeting someone's parents is an uncomfortable situation, especially
Yeah.
like with how they're going about it. It's gonna feel weird. So like I'm very loose and give a lot of leeway for that. But because it's how their relationship has been this whole time, I'm just like, I don't know about. I think he's on the way out. Like it doesn't
Oh
look
yeah.
good with him right now. It's like even when he's trying to like find the words, like if you love someone and you're head over heels, finding the words to describe them and to say like
Yeah.
the whys and ins and outs, it's not that hard. All right. But
No,
like
you could go
he's
on and list.
he's
Yeah.
reaching and hoping for an apple to fall from the tree, and
Mhm.
whenever they throw out words, like she's like fiery, he's like, yeah, 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 that's it. She's fiery. That's a good one.
Yeah. That,
Like, yeah,
that's
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
yeah.
And you just feel it's like, oh, bro, this isn't good. You gotta get out of this. Like I don't think you should even be here right now. Like this, you're giving the wrong impression just by being here because now you're giving hope. I don't think there should be hope here. And
Yeah.
that's how I felt when I watched that, especially juxtaposed to like the other parent interaction that we had before that with like Jordan and Megan and her meeting his family. Like that
Mhm.
felt more positive and everything. Like it's still
Mhm.
very Jordan-esque where Jordan feels very quiet as of late, you know, but it felt like they were still there for each other. They felt like together in that moment. They didn't feel
Mhm.
together. Joe did not feel like he was there with Madison. And even Madison, like when he was saying some things, the look she gave him of like what does that mean? Like she looked a little
Mhm.
disconnected from it too. So like they felt like they were putting on a little bit of an act, just to be like, we're in front of my mom and my sister. I gotta at least pretend like this is working because I'll look bad otherwise. And same for him.
Yeah, I think Madison was giving looks too when he was talking about his ex-fiance. She was kind of like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
looking away, and it's like, hey, he has a past. If you're gonna marry a guy, you should accept the fact that he's had past relationships. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but she seemed kind of annoyed at that, and him reaching for stuff to say. I think that he has been extremely unsure since their first fight in the apartment, where he wasn't able to talk and she was getting defensive and she took the ring off. I think for him, he was like, "Oh God, like I can't, mm-mm. I
Yeah.
can't do it." But then after that, we get Nick and Annie, and guess what? Nick wants to leave.
Who could have guessed?
I know, and he's so straightforward. Like this isn't. I
Good
don't
good
want
choice of
this.
words. The straight part.
I just got it. Yeah, very straightforward. And she is like trying to convince him to stay, or my note is, oh my God, let the guy leave. Let him go. Why are you not listening to him? Why do you want to try to convince a man to stay with you? If a guy wants to leave, let him go.
Yeah.
Don't try to argue with him to get him to stay with you. To me, that's like, why would you want him to stay if you know he doesn't want you?
It's like, please settle on me. Settle on me. I
Oh
should be the
God.
one you settle for.
Like she's like laughing and trying to joke around and stuff. And I'm like, girl, like this is not, are you not reading the room? Like, are you not seeing what we're seeing? And then she goes on her phone in the middle of the breakup. She goes on the phone. She's texting somebody. I paused it so I could read the text.
Me too. I did the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And it said 90% sure no wedding. And then the person replies, checking in on you. Why? And then she just says, talk later, currently filming. And I'm like, who are you texting, first of all? I know they're going to probably bring that up in the
Oh
reunion. So we
yeah.
got to know. Did you, Matt, can you, I can't think in my brain. someone is trying to break off our wedding, our engagement. And my thought is to laugh and try to convince him to stay. And then when he's like, no, it's over, my thought it is not, I'm gonna text someone right now right in front of your face like this.
Yeah, blatantly.
What what is going through? And he's like, I can't talk to you through your phone. Like you're proving to him right now that he's making the right choice.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of a nuts thing to do. What did you feel about that whole interaction?
Uh, I was I was surprised it didn't happen the night before. I feel like he was being respectful, and he's like, "You're like she's drunk. She's not gonna receive this well. I'll wait till she's
Yes.
sober, and then we can have this talk."
Yeah.
But like, I get 100% why he did it.
Oh,
Like there's like I made the joke about you saying straightforward and everything because there's
yeah.
the speculation of like him being gay and her
Yeah.
being a homophobic person, all that kind of stuff. And for me, how I look at it now, it's like he maybe he is gay. I don't know. It's hard to tell these days who's what is what. But one thing is for sure, he was putting the effort in. And I know if it was me and I'm putting in effort, I'm showing that I'm showing up, I'm here, Maybe I'm not at 100%. Maybe I'm at 99.9. And so that 1% just something's off, but like it doesn't matter. That 99.9 is keeping me here. And you can say yes to the 99.9, all right?
Mm.
But it's hard to say yes when every other moment you're being told how you feel as if you don't know how you feel, you know? And that's
Mhm.
every time was like every other interaction was like, you don't feel the way I feel. You don't love me the way I love you or how much I love you. It's like you don't get to dictate that. You don't get to say how much I love. I say how much I love. I show how much I love. And he was doing that. And she was just putting this thing on him. It's like over time, like a person can only take so much, especially since it's not like they have years into this. From his perspective, he's just like, we've only been together for maybe a couple months, you know, and I can just end this right now and try again somewhere else. Like, why am I going to put so much effort into someone who doesn't see my effort and claims that it's not enough
Yeah.
and doesn't want to tell me
Hmm.
what enough could be? So if that's what it is now, what's it going to be like when we're married and I'm going to say goodbye to the house and my life that I've worked so hard to have? It's like that's not worth it. I'm sacrificing something for someone who doesn't want to see the sacrifice. So I
Yeah.
I get where Nick's coming from, and I was 100% like Nick, yeah, you're doing the right thing. And it's like it's a funny thing, not funny, haha, of course, but like, what is it that women always say? No means no. No doesn't mean
Hmm.
yes. No doesn't mean maybe. No doesn't mean I'm thinking about it. Call me later. It's like no, he said no. And that's it. Like, stop trying to like change his mind. All right. This isn't like trying to figure out if you're going to McDonald's or not. Okay. It's like this is a life-changing decision, and he's made his decision. Don't try, like you said, you can't force him to go do that. It's like, what kind of life are you going to live if you forced
Yeah.
him? Let's say he's like, all right, fine, I'll try. But then for the rest of life, he's just resenting you because he didn't want to actually say yes, and he felt bad for like hurting your feelings. That's not a good relationship to have. That's not love.
None of this thing was loving. There was nothing loving about any of this. And you know what? I don't know how I feel about Nick. Maybe he just went on the show also to get famous. I don't know if how real he is. I don't know.
Yeah.
But from what we're seeing as a show, and if they're characters on a show, he did the absolute right thing, especially by doing it before going to the altar. 100%. And I don't blame him. And he said, it's unfortunate that we had to go down this I'm paraphrasing, go
Yeah.
down this road again. Like I said, you can't put words in my mouth again. You can't. He said it.
Yeah.
She did. That was it. He stuck to his guns. He's like, no, I told you. And I don't care how friggin' drunk you are because I don't know. There's still a part of you when you're drunk that knows what the hell. I mean, maybe not everybody, where it's like you kind of know what you're saying.
But
And
she's not
also,
blackout drunk.
she's
She
not. And
because they
yeah.
address what she says, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry." Like she'll apologize for what she did.
Hmm.
So it's like, all right, if you're apologizing, you knew what you said. You remember everything. So it's like if you remember
Hmm.
everything, you remember everything he said. So
Hmm.
you can learn from that. If you're
Yes.
blackout drunk, I can be forgiving. But if you're just regular belligerent and you remember everything, I can't forgive that. You're aware.
Yes. Very aware. And take accountability, people, for fucking up. Like she messed up. She didn't like just say, like, you know what? I get it. I know it's sad. I know your heart is broken, but you can't deny why he's leaving.
Yeah, yeah. I'd be curious to see what the reunion holds for that breakup specifically, amongst others. Uh,
Yeah.
Because like if something leaks out where it's like, oh well, we have all of this footage, it's like because then it's like, oh okay. But as of right now, she
Mhm.
don't look so good.
Yeah, this is as of right now. Yeah, she definitely looks like the villain in this. Okay, so after that, he leaves. Thank goodness. Good choice. Glad that
Yeah.
happened. And after that, we have one of our favorite parts of the whole show, George, and that's the dress and suit shopping. Let's get this out of the way.
Okay.
Whose dress was your favorite out of all of them? And then we'll talk about what happened
Whew.
at the fittings.
Uh, I know what dress I didn't like,
Which one?
and it was the one that had. I'm not gonna remember who the dress was on. I'm just describe the dress itself.
Okay,
But the bottom half was very floofy. That's a way to describe it. Well,
KB's dress, right?
was
KB.
that the one? Because the top part was tight and everything, but then all of a sudden the
Hmm.
bottom part just became like floof.
Yes.
And I didn't like the design of that dress at all. And I think that was the dress that got picked. And I was like, eh,
Yes.
because it felt like so abrupt the design change of the dress. And so
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't feeling that honestly at
Hmm.
all. Allie's both of Allie's dresses look great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, the girl's blessed with a good figure, so like she's gonna make anything look good on her. You know, it's like it's not really fair. I like both of Madison's dresses. I thought both of those were nice. I'm also a fan of like just a nice sleek look.
Hmm.
I like the frillies and the there's a specific word I'm missing right now. I don't want to say doily, but that has a doily look. You know what I'm talking about?
Like lace, just like lace
Lace,
dress,
thank you.
or
That's the word. Those are words. Like, like the lace dresses look nice and all, but I don't know. I'm just like a fan of like a cleaner, tighter look.
classic.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's because the lace maybe looks older now. I think that's what it
Hmm.
is. Lace feels old, while the smooth, nice, satiny or matte look is clean to me. I like that nice, clean look. It's tight.
I like both the dresses that Allie tried on, especially the one she chose. I didn't like either dress that KB had on. I feel like she could have found one that like flattered her more. There's something about, I don't know. I liked both the ones that Megan tried on, and I liked the one she picked better. And I liked both the dresses that Madison tried on, and the one that she ended up getting with what she called the cat eye type, like bustier type thing, where it's like kind of pointy
Yeah.
here. That's the one I would have bought if I would on all his dresses. That's the one I would have picked to wear because it adds a little bit of like a Maleficent type thing, like almost like
Yeah.
a
The point up to here, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. It
yeah,
has this.
yeah,
I can imagine it being like on a Vogue magazine.
yeah. That's the one I would have picked. Loved it. And the guys, their suits. I actually liked when Edmund came out without the shirt on underneath.
You know, I was mixed on it because part of it was just like, dude, it's your wedding, but at the same time, it's like you look good in it though. You know,
It looked
like
good.
you're making it work.
Yeah, it looked good.
But I liked Jordan's jacket that he chose. It
Yes.
had a nice like svelty suede, not suede, svelty look to it, you know.
Hmm.
And I think I liked that a lot because I have a friend of mine at his wedding. He had a jacket like that, but it was
Hmm.
blue. It was this nice
Hmm.
like deep blue. And I was like, ooh, that's hot. It's like I wish I freaking
Hmm.
wore something like that. That's nice. And so like I
Yeah.
felt that for him, and they're like, oh, you look like Willy Wonka. It's like that's an awesome compliment in my opinion. It was like, yeah, Willy Wonka's a fucking awesome dude.
Yeah, exactly. I
You
know. I liked
know?
it too. I love that
Yeah.
color too. That yeah, it worked. I liked it a
Yeah,
lot.
it fits his personality. Like it felt fun. Like I liked seeing the
Hmm.
guys wear something a little different from just like the typical black. I didn't wear black on my wedding, so it's like, yeah, like it's just switch it up, do something different.
Is there anything else during the fittings that you want to talk about before we get into, as KB loves saying, the elephant in the room?
So there's little things popped up before that that
Okay.
caught that I just thought were funny. And
Okay. Yes.
so one of them was KB, like we're meeting the friends and family, right? And
Hmm.
KB's friend is asked, like, what do you think about Edmund? And she's just like, oh, he's different
Yeah.
for her. Like
Yeah.
she's trying to be as polite as possible, and you can see in her face, like, don't know why she's choosing that guy. And it's just like,
Yeah.
ooh, man, the friends can see that you're not 100% there, buddy.
I
And I
agreed.
thought that was a telling thing right there for him
Hmm.
or for them in general. I also found it very interesting that on Anton's side, he had his mom and a
Hmm.
friend. And it was
Hmm.
not the friend that they met up with at the bar. And it's just
Yep.
like, huh. Usually when you have your fiance meet or whatever, meet the friends, right? It's the closest friends, right? These are the people who are given like the thumbs up kind of thing. And these are the people that I want you to know like they're so close in my life, like you're gonna see the lot of them, right? You'd figure those would be the same people that you take with you to your fitting. At
Hmm.
least that's what I would assume. The person who goes to your fitting, like that's still the closest person. So this random dude, I'm just like, okay, one of two things here. Either this guy truly is like one of his best friends. This is the close guy. Maybe he wasn't able to be available for like dinner date, whatever crap. Or Anton is pissed off at the other two friends who threw a speed bump in his way. And he was like, "No, I'm not bringing you guys to my freaking fitting. What, you ruin some other shit? No, 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 we ain't having that. I need someone who's more positive and more uplifting." And this guy was that. This guy was like super positive, like, you deserve this. Like, stop thinking about no's and think about yes. Like, you're gonna do this. Like, it's like he was just a hype man, a yes man. He's like, yeah, you're gonna get married. Woo, you know?
Yeah, I had a note about that friend too, because I was like, Anton's friend is so good. Like, I love that. I know I was wondering why he brought that friend, not the other one too,
Yeah,
but that guy was awesome. And that's the one who he should have introduced her to in the beginning. Because
big
like
time.
he was a good guy for sure.
And now we get to
Yes.
the elephant.
The elephant in the room from the get-go is Joe.
Yeah,
And he's being at first he's just like open and honest about everything. And I was like, okay, he's being open and honest. But then when it comes to his fitting, he starts freaking out. You can tell right away he is not into this. I'm like, uh-oh, he's so scared. He's over this. He's gonna say no. He can't say anything. He can't spit out a
yeah.
freaking word. He can't do anything, and he's panicking because I feel like there's a lot of pressure to like stay on the show. You don't want to break someone's heart. You don't want to do it on TV. Like it's just so much. And he takes off. He takes off, gets in his truck, and leaves. And right after he leaves, we get Man Child by Sabrina Carpenter playing right away, which I thought was such I thought it was so funny. I
Uh,
was just like, what a good transition. Even though it's like, do I think Joe is a man child in ways? Yeah. I also kind of can see why he doesn't want to go through with this. But anyway, what
they
were
they
your
did they did
thoughts?
him dirty with that song, in my
They
opinion.
did him so dirty with
Yeah,
that song.
because you
I
prepped
agree.
me. You prepped me in advance, letting me know that the song was gonna be so good. And so like I'm waiting for it. And then when it happens, I was like, oh, how you gonna do this guy like this? That's dirty.
So dirty. I
Especially since
laughed
like
though.
in the edits, like they don't, in my opinion, they don't make him look bad in the relationship. Like he does other things outside of their relationship where it's just like, come on, man. Like you're on camera. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Like
I
like
agree.
when he was talking shit about Nick and everything. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
But like everything like his conversations with Madison, to me, I think he's fairly responsible and mature about the conversations they have. And if
Yeah.
anything, he's left in a place where like he's not allowed to even be himself and be emotional and have thoughts and opinions on things. Because when that happens, it's like he's wrong. Before the fitting, Nick Lachey is just talking to them and he's asking everyone like, "How where you're at, how you feeling?" And it gets to him, he's like, see, he's the only guy who's not 100%. And he's like, "And I feel that's normal, right? I think that's normal." And like he's questioning it even in this atmosphere amongst like the dudes. And it's just like he still can't feel like that's okay. And honestly, I didn't feel like Nick Lachey made him feel supported either. Like I kind of felt like where Nick was just like he gave the feeling of just like, no, you should know. Like he didn't say that, but that's what I got off of like his demeanor and everything. It just didn't feel
Hmm.
supportive, and I feel like he needed that. He needs someone to be in his corner, just be like, yeah, dude, like this is a weird thing you're doing. Like
Yeah.
most people don't do it this way. Like it's very reasonable to have reservations. That's okay. Like
Yes.
people who wait 8 years within an engagement have reservations, and like they'll be married for like 20, 30 more years after that. And it's just like there is no right or wrong about this. You're okay to have these thoughts and feelings. And I feel like
Yes.
there's no one in his corner to like give him that assurance of like, yeah, feel that. Be in this moment, feel it,
Exactly.
you
And
know.
he can't talk to Madison about anything. His
The
wife.
most
a lo-
important person.
Yes, he can't. So I think he is just shut down emotionally and doesn't know how to express anything. And he doesn't, because he feels like no matter what I say, I'm going to be a bad guy and we turn into a bad guy. And it's just, he's out. Like he checked out. He had enough. He knows what he's feeling. He didn't know how to say it in this moment. So he just took off. And I wasn't surprised. Let's
Not at
put it that
all.
way.
Not
Hmm.
at all. And the thing is, I still respect his opinion and his
Hmm.
what he did because it's not like he left without notice. He just left that moment, but he still gave her
Yes.
notice. Like he didn't
Yes.
leave her, without any idea of what's going on. She got to
Hmm.
like at least be told like, "Hey, this is I'm out," you know. And
Yes.
I'm definitely fast forwarding to the next episode with this, but I feel like they just lead right into each other,
Oh, they
you
do.
know.
Like, so that episode ends there, and then we with Manchild, and then we get into episode 11, and he's like left, but he comes back to have like a chat with her. And again, this is one of those things where why are you trying to get and convince this guy and guilt him into staying with you? Why would you want someone to stay with you out of guilt? And she's crying. I get it. She wants answers. He probably has the answers. He can't say them because he
Hmm.
knows it's going to turn into a big fight. Okay, he knows why he's ending it. He
Yeah.
knows.
Oh yeah.
Um, and she's still using the how can you just let me sit here and cry? Why aren't you hugging me? Do you want me to hug you? No. She's kind of I feel it's something really manipulative about her sadness where it doesn't feel genuine. It feels like feel sorry for me. And she's trying to make it more about their physical connection. She's making it kind of weird, thinking that there is somebody else, like assuming there must be somebody else
Yeah.
and and then also making like, what do you mean? You were not going to be able to cuddle anymore or touch or anything. And I'm thinking he's thinking like, I don't give a shit about that. And she again, it's like, I guess I better take this off, and I guess I better go put this in a box. And it's just everything's so weird and over the top and kind of manipulative. And she's trying to guilt him into staying. She's saying things like, "How can you sit there while I'm dying inside?" And it's just, it's kind of cringy and embarrassing watching it. And I'm thinking that you're not emotionally, neither of you, I guess, are emotionally mature enough to get married.
Again, I was with Joe. I was like,
Yeah.
I know why Joe is like when she's like, why? Like there has to be a reason. He's just like, I don't know. Like I see in his face, so it's like, oh no, you know what it is. It's just if you say it, it's going to be turned against you, and it's going to be
Yes.
you're going to be told like how you're wrong and how your feelings are wrong, and then you're going to feel like you're not allowed to have feelings again. It's like this
Yes.
all goes back to that conversation. It's like you expect him to tell you what he's feeling in this moment and like why he's feeling the way he feels when the last time he did you shut him down and made it all about you.
Hmm.
He's not allowed to have those things, so of course he's not going to tell you. He's telling you it's over, and that's all he has to tell you at this point in time.
Hmm.
It's like honestly, and that's how I feel. It's like even if they didn't have that first argument with him like being shut down, even if it was something else, he doesn't really have to tell you why. All
Yep.
that matters is that it's a no, and that now he
Hmm.
knows that's what's best for him and possibly what is best for you in this moment too. You just don't see it yet.
Yes.
You know? And so it's like, and like, I'm glad you brought the physical stuff because it's just like, if this was an emotional thing, like that physical stuff doesn't matter. Like it matters, of course, if it's good. But I'm just saying, it's like, you're losing love. Love is something that's deeper than just physical stuff, especially for someone who opened up the fact that she's going to be blind someday, or she could be blind someday. It's like, yeah, I guess physical matters because that's what you're going to be. Your hands will be your eyes, but his hands aren't his eyes. He still uses everything. So for him, the deep inside still matters the most. You know,
Hmm.
which I think that's what he was showing, in my opinion, because like we established, sex was not a problem for them. Apparently, they had it and it was great.
Hmm.
So that he wasn't looking for that though. He probably wanted something that was more deeper. He doesn't come across like he would want that, but apparently maybe he did. And she wasn't allowing him to have that. So it's like, yeah, what did you expect to happen? And like her
Hmm.
asking for like hugs and all that stuff, it's like, you're getting broken up with.
Yeah, it's
If someone
weird.
breaks up with me, the last thing I want is for them to hug me.
No, yeah.
I want the embrace of someone that cares for me as much as I care about them. That's what I need in that moment. I don't need the person who just broke my heart. I don't want you touching me. I need you to get that away from
Yeah.
me. I need you, It's like that was just like, why were you asking for that? Why would you do that? You know?
And so I mean, everything's weird. And And when he says, "I'm relieved," I'm like, "Of course, I know you are."
Yeah, of course you are.
I just kept thinking, like, as soon as he walks out, he's gonna feel like, "Oh,
A weight
good."
is lifted.
And I know that he's gonna be painted as some sort of villain, but at the same time, I'm like, "Hey, girls, let me ask you this: if or anyone, but I feel like it's probably mostly women.
Yeah.
Joe's a villain, I guess, in this because he's ending it. Why would you want him to stay with Madison if he doesn't love her or want to be with her? That's my question. Like, he doesn't love her, he doesn't want to be with her. So would him staying with her under that circumstance make him less of a villain? No. That's more evil and also sad. They both deserve
Yeah.
if you're on Madison's side in this, you would want her to be happy and to have her have someone who deserves her. Then, and if you don't think that's Joe, then isn't it good that he left? You know what I mean? Isn't it good that he broke her heart for now, but it's actually for the better? Because I know we're gonna see like, oh, Joe, he's such a villain, but it's like, isn't she saved from him then? Like, you know what I mean?
Seriously.
Him leaving now and not leaving at the altar or not divorcing her later is the responsible thing to do.
Agreed. I think it doesn't waste any more time for anyone else. Because she's like, the day of like we're trying on the dresses on like how could you do this on this day? It's like, would you rather have been at the altar? Would you
Yeah,
rather you guys got to the altar and he tells you no in front of you? Like, imagine how embarrassing that's gonna be. Because she's like, this is
yeah.
so embarrassing. It's like, no, no, this is not embarrassing. Embarrassing is being at the altar where your parents are there and they're seeing you being told no, and like he walks
Hmm.
off. You know, that's
Hmm.
embarrassing. Or better yet, he just runaway grooms on you like how he did his other wife or other fiance. Like
Yeah.
that's embarrassing. Like he's being a man right now and being upfront with you and just being like, "Hey, I can't do this." To me,
Hmm.
that deserves respect. It's like it sucks. Yeah, it's gonna hurt, sure, but it's better that way than as opposed to like on the day that really counts.
100%.
Yeah.
So they're over. Thank goodness.
This season dropping like flies, man. Couples
Dropping
just
and
drop like flies.
as they should, because
Yeah.
this whole season I'm like, I don't think any one of these people should be getting married, especially not to each other.
Yeah.
So we go to KB and Edmund after this, they and their snowmobile trip.
Yeah.
Okay, more stuff is happening off camera. We're finding out, and I think KB's getting a little sick of this, where she's like, "No, I'm gonna wait until the cameras are rolling, and I'm going to out this motherfucker for being so phony on camera." I feel like that's what she's waiting for. She's like, no, 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 no. I need to let everyone know that when the cameras are off, he's one way. When the cameras are on, he is like this. She's being strategic. Tell us how you
Just like
feel
he
about
is.
this.
Just
Yes, exactly. Tell us how you feel about this whole thing.
I felt like in this relationship, and I'm gonna use stereotypes on this. She is the man and
Yes.
he is the woman because, and granted, I know that it's going to be said otherwise in the comments possibly that men
Mm,
gaslight a lot, but women gaslight a lot too. I've been gaslit by many women, okay,
mm.
and and I felt like he was gaslighting her hard because she brings up everything that happened in the car and how he was being, and all of a sudden they're on the snowmobile and he's acting like nothing ever happened. And in his response to her, she's like expressing all this stuff. He's just like, I'm sorry you feel that way. And it's like, oh, you son of a bitch. You. So it's
That's not
not
an
I'm
apology.
sorry. It's just I'm sorry that that's the way you are. That's pretty much just like I'm sorry that you had a problem because I didn't. I was fine. It's like you can throw that sorry up your ass, all right?
He says, I'm sorry you took it that way, which
Yeah.
when anyone
Yeah.
apologizes to you like that, they're putting the blame on you and
Yep.
your feelings are the problem. They're not taking any accountability. People, someone never says that to you, or I'm sorry, but no, there's no
There's
but
no
at the
but.
end of sorry. And there's no, I'm sorry that you took it that way. Because people can't take accountability for how they made you feel, and feelings are valid a lot of the time.
Especially
A
when
lot of
you're
the
at
time.
fault. He was at fault.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, go on. Sorry.
But
Ah!
no, no, his interaction with her in that moment was just like it was very telling And it's just like, all right, like it was already bad the other night when you guys went to the Western thing and we found out how you didn't help her in that day. And it's like now this moment, it's like you're not taking like she said, there's no accountability. It's just like, dude, you just gotta like accept it. Like you fucked up. You fucked up. You're fucking up. You're continuing to fuck up. You're not being the man that she had asked you to be. You said you would be there, you would be strong for her when she needed it, and you're being quite the opposite. This is very weak personality right now that you're showing. At this point, for me, I thought this was going to be the next breakup, honestly. I thought they were going to be done right here in this moment. And all I could think to myself is just like, yo, you guys came up that hill with one snowmobile. It's like, you better fucking apologize now, man. Because like how awkward is that ride back down going to be?
Yep.
You holding on to her, hoping that she hits a bump and you fall off. All right.
I thought they were like gonna throw down. I thought she was gonna like punch him. I thought there's like I'm like,
She
who's
called
gonna
him a
throw the
bitch.
first punch? She
She
called
she
him a
called
bitch?
him a bitch. Like for especially with like ethnic couples and being a black couple, it's like you call a man a bitch. This them is fighting words. All right. And I was just like, oh shit, but it's like, but he's not a fighter. So he takes it.
I
He takes that bitch. She's like, because I am a bitch. Yep, all right. She got me. I gotta walk away now. I got in this, I was so like rooting for her. I was just like, you tell him. You tell him.
yeah.
Hopefully it gets through there. And it's like I wasn't bothered by it. I was just like, yeah, I just felt for her. I was like, this poor lady. All she's been doing is just dropping like knowledge bombs on everything and just being so freaking awesome and shit. Like she is the most dopest person. Like I, honestly, like I still kind of feel like couldn't she just hit it off with Jordan? Like part of me still feels that.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit. It's
I,
like, you know what, you two together would probably work.
it probably would have been really dope. You know? Like I'm such a fan of her. I'm a big
Mhm.
fan of KB, honestly. Like the way like we like Jordan with Megan, it's like I like KB so much. It's like you need someone who is there for you. You shouldn't be raising a man. All right. Like you
No.
should be with someone who just gets it, you know, and maybe not gonna get it immediately. Some things as a couple you gotta learn. There's lessons. But I feel like this guy's continuously having to learn a lesson. That's the same lesson. It's not like it's a new thing. It's the same thing.
Hmm.
Accountability, being attentive. You know, it's not just rubbing feet. It's like you got to be there for other needs, and you're just not doing it, dude.
Emotional needs.
You're not showing up. You know, it's like your
Yeah.
body may there, but your inside's not. All right.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, remember we have Allie and Anton on their little carriage ride, and then you also have Megan and Jordan at the hat thing.
I had no notes for the Ali and Anton thing unless I missed something. Something to say
Yeah.
about good dates. It's like, oh, good, you had a good date, thank God. And granted, Megan's and Jordan's date was a good date too, but she brought up some interesting thing that I had never heard of before, and it sounded like the most nonsensical bullshit I'd ever heard in my life, which is her talking about finding a house and saying like, oh, well, this house wasn't going to work out because of numerology and then she's like, you know how I feel about like numerology and finance. He's like, what are you talking about? What is that? And I felt the same way. I had to Google it. I was like, what the hell is numerology? What the
Mhm.
I was like, this is crazy talk. She adds up the numbers to the address of this place, and then the final number means something. Like whether it's like good for family, good for solo, good for this, good for bad for this thing. And it's just like you may as well have just said that you picked Jordan because he's an Aries and you know and your and your freaking zodiac signs match up. It's like that's the same thing to me, which is just nonsensical. Zodiac astrology stuff, it's fun and everything, just like, oh, look what my thing says. But if you truly believe in it, you're batshit crazy in my opinion. You're Because I'm sorry, but because the moon and the sun and all this other stuff is happening, it doesn't mean that this person's right or wrong for you. All right? It
Mm.
means nothing. All right? When a person was born, does not affect whether they were bad or not. I'm a Sagittarius. Oh no, because I'm a Sagittarius, I'm creative. That creativity is gonna fuck with your world. You know? It's like, and
Yeah.
so the thing with the numbers, all I could think is just like, all right, so if the number you're looking for, I think you said it was six, was for family or something like that. So you're telling me if you find one that adds up to a six and it's in the hood, you're gonna go there? Bullshit. All right. I'm pretty sure you're not looking for a Section 8 fucking house that has the six. All right. That's not what you want. So throw that number crap out of my face. All right. That was some bullshit. And I can see in his face like it's hard. Like he's like, oh, like I feel like he wants to like make fun of it, like I would, but he's like, oh, I'm on camera and I don't want to make her feel bad. But you can see
Yeah.
it. He's not feeling it. He's not with that mentality. That sounds stupid.
No.
That's he's like I know in his head he's thinking like, how is someone so smart saying something so stupid right now? Because you got to be smart to do what she's doing. Like she's running her own business. Like she worked in oil and stuff. It's like you can't be an idiot working on those things. You freaking you a business lady and you believe in this crap?
But she clearly does believe in signs and spiritualism and stuff like that
Mm-hmm.
because she's, I think she's really holding on to this whole thing where my dad had type 1 diabetes, his son has type 1 diabetes. That's a sign we should be together. And it's
Yeah.
like, well, it's a
It's a
coincidence
coincidence. It's
that could help, that gives you the knowledge to be like the knowledge to help through this relationship. It's not like necessarily like a sign. I mean, sometimes it's like fun and nice to believe in like signs, but like making that like a religion that you follow it can be damaging, actually.
yeah.
So that happened at
Okay.
Megan and Jordan's date, and then
Yeah.
and then we get the KB and Edmund are rekindling.
Yes.
I I he comes in with the
Aye.
he comes in with the flowers and this very okayish speech and apology. To me, it still
It
wasn't
felt
heart.
standard.
It felt standard. It wasn't heartfelt enough. I don't feel it. I really questioned his authenticity and his ability to see outwardly. I feel like he's very internal based, where he cares about him. I don't trust that maybe he is changing a little bit. Maybe he's feeling. Maybe he's growing a little bit. But KB, everything she's saying again, I'm like, how are you saying everything right and good and being so mature? I love her.
My note was KB is a saint. She even apologized, and she didn't have to apologize, in my opinion. She had nothing to be sorry for because she's like, you know
Nope.
what? I cussed you out. She's like, I called you names of that. It's like I shouldn't have done that. It's like, and I'm gonna learn from that. It's like I'm sorry. You know that's disrespectful for you. And it's like, but he disrespected you. He was being a bitch. All right.
Yeah, he
Sometimes a
was being a
person
bitch.
has to be told they're being a bitch. All right. Like I've had moments like I'm not always right. I can admit that. And there's rare occasions in my life where I've been a straight up asshole, you know, and I've been called out on it. And then later on, I can be like, you know what, you're right. I was being an asshole. I'm sorry. And it's like, and you don't have to be sorry for me being an asshole. I was being an asshole. There's no reason for a co-apology here. Only one person has to apologize because only one person
Yep.
fucked up. Only one, right? In that moment, he could have been like, you don't have to apologize for anything. It's like I made you feel that way, and I put you in that situation. If I didn't do that, what I did, you never would have done that. So I pushed you. I pushed you to a limit that you already stated you don't like going to, and that you haven't gone to in over a year, whatever not. I'm breaking your growth. So I'm sorry. That's the only apology that has to be had today. You know, it's like
Yes.
I don't want to cut you off, but I think this is worth cutting off. You don't have to be sorry. You have nothing to be sorry for. Like that's how if you want to see a good apology, that's what should have happened. I still feel like his apology for me was empty. I felt the flowers and all that stuff is like typical man apology. All right, and that's
Yeah.
coming from a man. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how I felt about that. And
Yeah.
everything she's done, it's like you gotta be on her side. Like
Oh yeah.
every choice she's made, everything. Like the only choice I don't agree with from her is staying, to be honest. Like that's the only choice I don't agree with. But the way her outlook on life, so freaking solid. All right. This
Yeah.
is a ride or die lady right here. And see how I said
Oh
lady, because
yeah.
usually the phrase is ride or die bitch. I don't even want to do that to her. All right. She is a lady.
She's awesome. What you said about the whole thing is where she shouldn't apologize. He should have said to her, "You need to apologize." He should have owned up, "Hey, I was being a bitch, and this isn't the first time I was a bitch. I've been a bitch a lot. I deserve to be called a bitch." Honestly, that's accountability.
Yeah.
And I
Because she's
just,
all like, that was
yeah,
a man that came in here and was like, I guess that's a form of a man. That's that's a kind
yeah.
of a man, sure. I don't know if that's the man that you need right now. Yeah.
And then we move on to Megan and Jordan. They're talking about like real life shit where he's and the way he's expressing himself, very calm, very respectful, not getting mad, trying to explain. She's feeling a little down because he isn't as talkative, jovial. He's not like entertaining her very much, is what it sounds like. He comes home from work, he's tired. Okay. And this is the thing with the contradictory things I was saying. When he is more talkative and jovial, then he's annoying. When he's quiet, then he's boring. So what she's seeing now is the real life Jordan.
Yeah.
He has his responsibilities here. He has to work. He has his son. This is real effing life. This isn't the pods where all you do is sit around, no responsibilities, drink all day, and have fun. Okay.
Yeah.
This
Not a
is real
vacation.
freaking life. It's not a vacation. You're not a vacation anymore. He comes home. He wants to relax. He wants peace and comfort at home. She wants adventure and entertainment because he even says, I know you worked hard. I know you did like he says we're not in the same boat. You have a much bigger boat than me, which is just the way he's talking. I'm like, yup, I feel it. He's like, I'm tired when I get home. She's like, I want to hear about your work, which I understand. She wants some conversation and she
Yeah.
wants to hear about his work. She's interested in that. But I also understand him. He's like, I don't want to, when I come home from work, I leave my work there. I do not want to come home to you, my wife, or my partner, and go on and on about work. Like he just wants to leave it. He wants to go home, just be, relax. She is like a little puppy, like full of energy because she gets to have fun all day, it sounds like. Play golf and play tennis and just have a grand old time, yet being a millionaire somehow. I don't, okay. But he's a different person with like a real life blue collar job and a freaking kid. Give him some grace, give him some space, let him recharge, like he says. Understand that. And I know, I guess he has to be understanding, but no, I feel like she has to be more understanding to him 100% because
Oh,
you
okay.
can't fake, well, you can't fake the energy. I
No.
think you
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
like
yeah.
be in your car coming home from work and be like, okay, now I gotta be entertainment guy
Gotta
and
be
make
on.
sure
You gotta be on. Yeah.
you gotta be
Yeah.
on. But he was on all day on the weekends and stuff. Maybe that's your time to like, okay, I'm here for you. Let's do it. Let's have the energy. Let's get at it. Let's have fun together. But I loved how he had the comment like, well, what she's like, I want to fly off to here and I want to go here. And he's like, well, what do you do when the kids come? What do you do when you have kids? Because you can't do those things when you have children. When he said going to Italy with a 5-year-old is a chore. I was like,
Yeah.
I felt
Yeah.
every all that because let me tell you, we've been bringing our kids just like Minneapolis since they were really young, since my daughter was like 2. When we come home after that, when they're really young, you're stressed the fuck out. You're like, that wasn't a vacation. That wasn't a
Oh yeah.
vacation at
Yeah.
all. It's not a vacation. You're trying to have a vacation with kids. It's hard, okay? And maybe they're having a good time, but you're stressed the F out the whole entire time, okay? So when he said that, and when they're older now, it's great. It's way better. But when he said that, I'm like, yeah, it's so different. And he's like, I know you have the means for a nanny. I don't want that. I want to raise my own children. Okay? I don't want a nanny. And this just seems like she wants this lifestyle and he's like, I'm over that. So do I think they're compatible right now? What is realistic? Maybe because I can see Jordan's side more because I'm more that type of person, but
Yeah.
what do you think?
I was definitely torn between both of them because I felt both of them were expressing themselves very reasonably. Like I
Mhm.
never like she can be abrasive. He's not wrong about that. I feel like the way she comes about these things can feel like an attack a little bit, but it's nowhere near as bad as the other girls we've seen in the series. So for
Oh
me,
yeah.
like I feel like she's still doing a really good job of expressing her needs because her needs are valid too, you
Mhm.
know? And I felt like what she's asking for isn't too much in the sense that there could be a compromise, you know? So it's like her wanting to know about his day or just like his like she knows nothing about his job. The fact that she knows nothing about his job, it's like, well, give her a nugget. You know what I mean? Like you can give her something. You can give her,
It's
like
also
if you
kind of
know the
weird
ins,
that she
yeah.
doesn't know much about it.
Yeah, like if you know the ins and outs of her job, she could know and should know the ins and outs of your job. That doesn't mean you have to talk about it every day, but he talks about the fact that he has to talk to people all day. Like part of his job is talking to people, you know. So
Mhm.
like I get that. Like it's like customer service shit. Like you do customer service, you're talking to people all day, generally idiots, you know. And so you're tired of talking by the time you get home. And like what I get
Yeah.
from Jordan is he's very internal by the time he gets home. And like he's not off per se, but it's just like this just wants to go to sleep. And so now he's just going through the motions physically, and he just needs to just shut down and relax. And he doesn't mind hearing someone else's voice, just his voice needs to just be off for now. But I think it's fair that he does have to give a little something, a little tit for tat, you know. But she has to give him that space too. 5 days of the 7 days of the week, if he's just shut down, he gets home, that is gonna suck. That is kind of unfair
Hmm.
for the partner. So I think it's fair that he gives a little bit. The other side of like being a parent, it's gonna be draining. It's gonna
Yeah.
suck out so much of your freaking life force, you know. She has to now also be willing to like you have to tone down your lifestyle. Your lifestyle has to take a bit of a halt. The good thing here though for them is let's say if their love is real and it is tight and they can make this work, they're lucky that she has a job where she has a lot of money, you know?
Yeah.
So like that can be leaned on a bit. Okay, we're not gonna get a nanny per se, but it's like
Mhm.
you do have a baby mama who does have the kid every once in a while. So it's like so you're not
Yeah.
always with your kid because there's the reality there too. Is like he doesn't have his kid full time, and I don't get the sense that he ever will. My viewing of
Mm.
this, it seems like they split responsibility of that kid 50-50. So half of the time he's not with his kid. That means half of the time you're not truly parenting. Like he can have some days where he's just giving her attention. Because like you said, if you have the kid there, you're giving that kid attention. So think of it in the same facet. The way you're going to give your kid attention is the way you should be giving your spouse attention. I feel like there's an
Hmm.
equal thing there. You know what I mean? So it's like that's where like I can be with her and I can get her side. It's just there's about that compromise and that middle ground of like where you split all that and each side has to just realize like, all right, I can't give you every day, but I can give you some days. And each has to feel that. Whereas like she has to give him some days where it's like no talking. I'm just popping the ball game on or popping on a movie. I just need to zone out. It's
Hmm.
like you want to talk, you talk your heart's content. I will hold your hand and I will be here with you, you know.
Hmm.
But it's like he wants to be like to me, that's a special love, in my opinion. When you can be with someone, be quiet for hours and just
Yeah.
like look at each other or whatever. It's like to be honest, maybe not even look at each other. Me and Jen have spent a whole day where maybe a one word wasn't said. Maybe the only words that were said was like, "Hey, you want food?" and then that was it. But it's like, but those are some of the best times. Like we're not saying anything. It's just the presence.
Hmm.
Being in someone's presence can be so much. It can do so much. Because it's just like
Yeah.
they're deciding to give you that time. My time where I could be doing anything else. I could be in a separate room from you. I could be out doing like she likes doing activities and being playing tennis and all this kind of stuff. So if she's not doing that and she's just spending 2 hours with him on the couch watching a movie, for him, that means the world. Because like, look at she could be
Hmm.
this lady's freaking got money up the wazoo. She could do whatever she wants, and she's choosing to be with me. Like that's freaking awesome. That's where he's getting at. And I think she wants to do that for him. And so
Hmm.
in turn, because she is willing to do that for him, he can give her a few words. So that's how I feel. I
Yeah.
feel like there is compromise here. I could see both of them and what they're saying. Both of them are very valid. But I just love this couple and their conversations. Like I love the conversation. I love that it was had before the I do's because it's like you guys need to
Hmm.
think about this. Both of you need to think about what you're doing. Is this worth
Hmm.
going through with?
And I can see like it's just like also different personalities and different like where they are in their lives are both very different. And she has the extra energy and but I also feel like with him, like I love what he said we didn't fall in love based on our hobbies, we fell in love for who we are inside. And he says I don't want you to take a step down in your social class. So I feel like he's internalizing a lot of things maybe because there's still that where he has maybe has that feeling where I'm bringing nothing to the table. He said that. I'm
Yeah.
essentially bringing nothing to the table. I'm working my ass off. I feel like you're stepping down social classes and I feel like there's something in him where he's like not good enough. And then
Yeah.
now he's coming home and he's too quiet. Now he's not talking enough. So he's not making enough. He's not talking enough. When he talks too much, he's annoying. Like all these things, and it's like it's almost like he's kind of frozen. Like I don't know what to do because I don't know if I'm good enough. And
Yeah.
she's like this little like hyper puppy, and she's like, I want to do this, and I want to go for dinners, and I want to do this, and let's go, and let's be happy, let's talk a lot. But I do understand her being like, I just want to be let into your life, like talk to me about what's going on with you. Like it's hard to feel like you truly know somebody if they're not even telling you about their day at work.
Yeah.
And like it's kind of like I can see both sides, but I just relate to his side more, which is why I'm like I hope that they can compromise, and I hope he can, I guess, fake the energy. I mean, if you don't have the energy, you don't have it. But
No,
you
that's
can,
just very
but
true.
but if you can try to build it up or get into it or like work it up so you can give her that energy, then it could work. But then she has to be a little more understanding of all the stuff he does all day. But then she does, how can she be understanding if he doesn't talk to her about what he does all day? So
Yeah,
it's just kind
yeah.
of like it's both.
It's
So yeah.
reasonable. It's very good because she brought up a good point too. It's just like she wants to be courted. Like she like you gotta like plan stuff
Hmm.
for her. It's like this that I didn't see that as her like asking him to like spend a ridiculous amount of money and take her to like a
No.
ridiculous restaurant. Just even like she's like just flowers for no reason. And I think he can just buy her like a freaking carnation and she'll be happy because it's like, oh, you thought of me, you know? Just like how
Yes.
he was saying, like it's the thing, it's the time and it's the thought. That's what she
Hmm.
wants too. She wants the same thing. Like I felt like she was talking to like his talking points from the episode before, you know, and she
Hmm.
just feels like he's not putting that in. And she brought up a good point too. It's like we're in the pods. It's like, yeah, we fell in love with because we were talking. That was the whole point, is that we talked. And me
Yeah.
talking to you is what made me fall in love with you. And now that person that I was talking to disappeared. You know, where did he go? So it's like
He's working and he's tired and
yeah,
he's
yeah,
but it's
but it's
true. She
reasonable.
misses
It's
that
very
version.
reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just paying like it's like you said, just being there. Be there for her with you with your words and your ears. You know? It to me that's it feels like low effort in my opinion. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess when your job is talking, yeah, it can feel like too much. I don't know.
Again, you can see both sides.
Yeah, yeah, neither one of them are wrong in my opinion.
No, 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 no. I agree. Okay, so on that note, what are your predictions for the altar? Who do you think is gonna, do you think anyone's gonna say yes?
Man, at this point, because who we have what, three couples left now? Because now we
Yeah,
have Edmund and KB, Allie and Anton, and then Megan and Jordan. I don't know. Like it can easily be a no for all of them.
yeah.
Like I'm not feeling solid about anybody, you
Hmm.
know? Of the three, I do feel that Jordan and Megan have the most honest and best conversations
Hmm.
about like their relationship and moving forward. I do believe that both are trying to make it work, but I don't know if it can work because of like you said, they're both on different pages right now. They're on different boats. You know, I don't know with Anton and Allie just because I could feel like Allie's stuff can get to Anton eventually. You know, and also even her, like she might question it because of the alcohol thing. The people that I don't think will say no, I think that Edmund's gonna say yes. He's the only yes I'm positive about, actually.
Okay.
All the other five could possibly say no.
I hope that KB says no at the altar.
Yeah.
These are my hopes. I hope that that she says no. I also don't, I think that Anton's gonna say no at the altar. And I kind of don't want them to
Yeah.
get, I just don't see them. I don't know. There's something about it doesn't mix or something off there. I think
Yeah.
they're gonna say no. And Jordan and Megan, I could go either way. It's like I kind of want them to say yes, but at the same time, I don't know if they should. Like, I don't know.
I
I'm up in the air right now. I don't know. I'm just certain that I hope KB says no.
you know what? I kind of want them to say yes because I actually think they would be good for each other. I think both of them have
Mhm.
lifestyles that they each could benefit from.
Correct.
That's how I
Yin
feel.
and
I
yang.
think like yeah, I think they actually are good for each other. They just like I said, they just have to find a way to make it work and compromise because their
Mm-hmm.
personalities mesh. Like they have good personalities that fit with each other. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just the lifestyle. He's gotten to a point where he's just used to like this hustle and bustle. And then she's gotten to a point where she's now cushy. She has to just come down a step and realize he's not going to have that same energy like you said. And then he has
Mm-hmm.
to like also realize that with being with her, time can be available. Time
Mm-hmm.
can open up and they can do more things. To me, it's always possible, it's always doable to make time with the person you love. You sleep when you're dead. That's how I look at it. You s-
Yeah. Well, let us know down below if you agree with our comments if you disagree with what we're talking about. We love to hear it all. We will reply to you. We'll have a convo. We're here for it. Let us know down below your predictions for what people are going to say at the altar. You can find more of our content on our YouTube channel, Not a Strong Start. You can follow us on Instagram and X at Not a Strong Start. You can listen to us anywhere you listen to your podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share, and please comment. We love it. And you can follow me on Instagram at Marie Plays It All. Where can we find you, George?
You can follow me at Nicolopolis.
Never stop playing, but please stop saying but after you say sorry. Just stop saying but. Well, you can say but all you want, but if it's after a sorry, you
No.
better stop it. No.
No. No but for you.